What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video, and today we are going to be doing a new showcase of my modification called LSPDFR+. LSPDFR+ adds quite a lot of new things like a court system, an updated traffic stop system, and even improved pursuit AI, so without further ado, let's get right into the features and have a look what LSPDFR+ has to offer. So one of the first new features that LSPDFR+ has to offer is the enhanced traffic stop menu. So what we can do is we can pull someone over using the shift key and activating your sirens behind them, just like you are used to, and they will pull over to the side of the road. And after that you can get out of your vehicle and you can go and have a word with the driver. And then once you press the E key on your keyboard by default, you will get a traffic stop menu, and you're able to speak to the driver, you're able to give them all kinds of new speeches, as we can see in the menu right up over here. So let's just say hello here for now. Hello, madam. And what you can then do is you can ask for their identification. Now with the default LSPDFR menu, you could only ask for the driver's identification. However, with LSPDFR+, you can ask also for the passenger's identification and even for the identification of all occupants from the vehicle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for the driver's identification. There are no other occupants in the vehicle at this moment in time, and she's going to give me a name. That is all brilliant. So then you can run that name using the default menu over here. You can press the N key, you can press the subject records check. I'm not going to do that now, just for the purposes of this. What you can also do with the new LSPDFR+ menu is question the driver. So you've got 4 questions by default. Sometimes depending on what car you're putting over, you'll get additional questions like why are you using your phone, why are you speeding, why did you go through the red light, stuff like that. And it also provides integration with other plugins, so other plugins that create events will be able to add their own custom questions. So for example, Traffic Policer has the breathalyzer feature, and have you had a drink recently ties right into that. So she's now going to say, of course I haven't had a drink, so that will tie into the fact that she's probably not had a drink with the breathalyzer from Traffic Policer. And likewise, if she is drunk according to Traffic Policer's breathalyzer, she won't be answering very normally anymore. She'll be slurring her words and answering some obscene things. So that all ties in very nicely together. Same thing for the drugs and for searching the vehicle as well. Now another new feature LSPDFR+ adds is the issue penalty menu, and as you can see here we can do quite a lot of things. We can issue fines, we can issue points, we can even seize their vehicle, and then we can issue either a ticket or a court summons. So first I'm going to go through the ticket bit. So obviously you can select the fine you want to hand out, you can select how many points you want to hand out, and also you can select which offences you want the person to be ticketed for. So as you can see, you've got multiple categories of offences. You can either report someone for traffic, disorder, a felony, and you can add basically as many categories and offences as you want. This is done with XML customization, and I would like to thank Darkmire quickly for supplying me with some base code to help me get that set up. And you can select all these offences that you want. So you can, for example, select that she was speeding at 10+, she was driving on an expired license and had invalid registration, and once you go back to the ticketing menu, you will see that the fine and the number of points are then updated automatically, as well as the seize vehicle option. And if you want to adjust these a little bit further, you can of course do that. However, the offences that you selected will automatically influence these figures as well, as you can see. And once you're done selecting your offences and issuing the fines and points, you can select either a ticket or a court summons option. I'm going to select the ticket option for now, and you can press enter, and you'll start writing out a ticket just like that. And you're going to do the very nice animation. You're going to write out the ticket for the person you've got stopped, and after that they are going to be allowed on their way, and they will drive away, or in this case they will have their vehicle seized because we selected the seize vehicle option. And as you can see, a tow truck is then automatically called to your location using Arrest Manager, and the vehicle will be picked up. Now another new feature that LSPDFR+ adds is the ability to issue tickets and court summons while on foot. So as you can see, I've just stopped someone using the Hold E feature from LSPDFR. You can ask for their ID like normal, and after that we can press Shift Q on the keyboard by default, just like that. And as you can see, we are now able to select offences, issue a fine and points, and we cannot seize their vehicle because they're not currently in the vehicle. And in this case, instead of selecting traffic offences as we did previously, we can now go for stuff like disorder, So we can say we want to give this person a ticket for shoplifting, failure to comply or whatever, and then we can also report them for felony offences if you would like to do so. Obviously you are again free to add as many offences and categories to this XML file as you want. It is fully customizable in the plugin /lspdfr/lspdfr+/offences folder. So once you are done selecting your offences, you can go back and you see here the fine is automatically updated. And you can either issue them with a ticket or a summons to court. I'll issue them with a summons to court for shoplifting and failure to comply. And as you can see, I'm now going to start writing out that summons. And I will give that to this person and he can go on his way and he will have his day in court. And hopefully a judge will deal with him harshly. Now another thing that LSPDFR Plus adds is the enhanced pursuit AI. So as you can see in the top left right now, we can press Shift plus Q to open the Pursuit AI menu, and as you can see we get options for automatic tactics. If we turn it off we can select safe, slightly aggressive or full out aggressive as we wish. So we're just going to leave that on automatic, and once you start calling in for backup using the Pursuit backup menu from LSPDFR, and now that we finally have some backup with us, you can see that they're staying rather nicely behind me. They're not ramming me out of the way anymore, which is what they used to do. They just used to smash right into your vehicle and basically not care about what was going on. So you can see we now also have some units in front of us who are now going to be attempting to do a box-in, and that is being really successful. As you can see, our units back there are still on safe at this moment. I can set that to automatic, and they should come up a little bit closer. I'm going to get out of the vehicle, I'm going to try getting them out. And as you can see, our units are now approaching. We can get the person out of the vehicle, and we have just completed a perfect boxing maneuver over here using our backup AI. The backup that was behind us didn't ram into us. They behaved really respectfully towards us, which is really good. And then obviously the backup that was in front of us, they went in for some kind of boxing maneuver, which was really successful. They managed to slow him down to a halt, and we managed to get the suspect in custody without any major injuries. Obviously, if you want to select a different tactic from the menu, you can select slightly aggressive or full out aggressive, which means they will start pitting the vehicle and basically trying to ram him off the road, depending on what you select. Now another thing that LSPDFR Plus adds is the court system. Other plugins can tie into the court system for their callouts to create realistic court cases that then get heard, and you can see what happens to the people you have arrested. So you can open this menu by pressing F9 by default, and as you can see I have currently got quite a list of offences here already. We can select this and you can scroll through all the court results that you have here. I currently don't have any pending. If you go into the results you'll be able to see all the results. And as you can see here we have Lewis Evans, who was taken to court for possession of an offensive weapon, but he was found not guilty. And once you've read all this you can press the delete key and you will get the court case out of the list and you will dismiss it. And the same can be done for any court cases here. So you see that for reckless driving, resisting arrest and speeding, Mike Cloudy was sentenced to 4 years imprisonment. So you can press delete on that once you've read that as well, and that will also disappear. So this is very nice to be able to see what actually happens to the people you have arrested, and it really helps bring in that feeling of satisfaction if you get a good result from the court. Another feature that LSPDFR Plus has to offer is the statistics viewer. This is again something that other plugins can seamlessly link into, and that you can just run from your computer. And then as you can see on the right, you will be able to see all the plugins and their individual statistics that they track. So for example, for my American mods folder, you can see how long I've spent on duty, how many people I've arrested, how many pursuits I've been in, etc, etc. And that goes on for pretty much all the plugins that are here. So here you can see all the statistics, and it's quite interesting to get an insight into how you play your game. LSPDFR Plus also offers very powerful integration with other plugins via its API, where other plugins can add stuff like traffic stop questions, court cases, and also statistics for the statistics viewer. And additionally, there is also very powerful integration with my other British policing script modification that you can get. That'll give your traffic stops and court cases a whole more British feel. And with that being said, that pretty much covers the showcase of the main features of LSPDFR Plus. I would like to thank you all very much for watching the video. If you did enjoy and like LSPDFR Plus, make sure to leave a like on the video. And if you'd like to stay up to date with my future content, feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. There is also going to be a card with a playlist on screen that contains all my other modification showcases, so you can see what other features you can add into your game. And with that being said, everyone, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.